sun shines brightest here, right on Promise TV. Good morning, and how are you doing? Kansubire wasize bulungi ffe tukomyewo nate okwogera ku byensimbi ebyenfuna business ogitambuza otya gwe nno oba nga wandyagadde otandika oba nawe olina business eyiyo. Well, this is the right place for you. Olunaku olwali tugenda kuba tutunuulira business ez'enjawulo. I mean this particular business ey'abakyala babakolako ne bagenda okuvaayo n'ogamba, who is that? Is that this person that I know? We are speaking about the makeup business. Tugenda kuba tutegeera how profitable is it, what are the challenges, and what can be some of the big business deals that you can part with. And is it a business? Josobola okubanga otandika. Tulokalire funa akatogo ko n'ekikopo ky'ekyachai leka tutandike this conversation. Kosa number 077645 okubanga otweyungako amachagalero. Today I have a very beautiful lady. She's simanyi nakumaine mugenda mulaba manyi Oluganda ennimi azitegeera. Era we are speaking about Tendo Lukwago. Lukwago linnya nalyo ly'abakyala. Nalulungi, she's an artist all the way from shades of Tendo makeup, brushes, beauty, glamour, and aura. Let us kick off with our conversation today. Tendo.
Yes.
Weddira chimkwani.
Neddira nkima.
Otyo. Gwe first born gwasembayo.
Nze first born ewaffe.
Ovira Masaka.
Masaka. How did you know?
Ata Masaka munaga. Wanyigirije mwogeramu.
Masaka kyotera gye batuzaala.
Ati munaga mwabwa abagane mugamba fabe Masaka we have a republic of our own.
Owange.
Ati nategedde mwina ne stadium.
Tetukyafugibwa kati.
Mukyafugika. Temwesalako ku Uganda.
Tetusobola.
But Tendo, how has this year been for you?
This year has been amazing. As Shades of Tendo Makeup Studio, we made 1 year.
Wow.
Yeah. Because for all the times we've been mobile, but for this time, God blessed us with a studio, and it made 1 year. It was a big celebration. Those little beautiful steps that we've taken. Wano embagala, mu Kampala wakati.
In the middle of the city.
Yes.
Wow. You know, obadde mobile for how long?
I've been mobile for 4 years. I started makeup in 2021 when I was still at campus. Yes, so I was mobile for 4 years, and then God decided for the 5th year to do his thing.
Tendo, katu wabyesomesa wagenda musomo.
Half was self-taught. It's one of the things I say in the COVID simwevuma, because that is when I saw this passion grow up in me. And afterwards, ngabo mani, there are things you cannot teach yourself. Yes. You need to know what products, the product knowledge and all that. So afterwards, I went to my beautiful teacher, Remy Touch, and she touched me a little in there. Yes. Wow, wow.
Where did this inspiration come from?
I can't say it came from anywhere, but within the COVID times, then I just started seeing myself okusiba Obuswahili, and then all of a sudden the makeup videos were popping up. But in my head, I'm like, I can do that curve, I can do those lips. So that is the way it all came up. And I know it was the Spirit of God, I can't even deny it. And then my father was like, Tendo no kati ntandi sokulaba direction egende chuka.
COVID wali osoma what level?
I was in first year.
Wow, fresher.
I was a fresher. But still back to the inspiration, it is one of the things, because I used namikolo bambi. But in a computer namikolo. So most of the times as a bridesmaid. Kati ngabetu. Yes. And on that team, it so happened Ganza singako budugavu, and then time reaches okutukolako ogendo laba, your face is brighter than the other parts of the body, and then there is this one particular time I think it was like the second or third. Nengamba mukama sagala kuddamu kunfuula bwenti. Naturally a black woman, then ogenda ovaayo kumbagale. So from that, I actually started with that. I'll start with making up myself, and then, so in doing that, I actually wanted to make up myself, but with doing that, in a way, I just felt like I should make all the black girlies out there beautiful and confident about their color. So that is where it all began from. And yeah, the rest is background noise.
Or campus or yourself?
Nali nsoma hospitality and catering.
Mwebana bategera ne mututegekera bulungi.
Yes.
Ka aroma and all that.
Nali mubya the cooking stuff, chef, chef.
Wow.
Yes,
Tendo, here we are.
Yes.
Erinya Lukwago lya daddy or
lya daddy.
Mwina babayita Lukwago.
Lya mwami Lukwago.
Akogamba bagala bayita Christine Lukwago, Tendo Lukwago, Sharon Lukwago.
Exactly. Jemima Lukwago, Bella Lukwago.
Wow. That is so beautiful. I'm here imagining Katuwali mu COVID ngotande. So did you use that time as a learning curve or before you launched out fully?
Yes, exactly. It was a learning curve. Waberanga online. So I used to see and throughout the process, products na this is enough.
Yes.
But Dad was like, Katfuneyo center, you go buy some products so that you start practicing on those.
Passion.
Yes, exactly.
Wow.
And I will never stop thanking him for that.
For being a big
He
support.
saw that in me, and here we are. It grew all out.
Kati what were you shades of Tendo makeup?
The name part. Wow, it was God that gave it to me. Because in the very beginning, Ganina Manji, over Tendo Glam, Tendo something like that. But there is a day I was praying and I was telling God, I don't want to be uniformity and all that or something like that. I wanted something beautiful and all out there. So this time I was praying and I was just led by the Spirit to go on Facebook. Now, on going on Facebook, ngendo okulaba some Nigerian artist nga bamuyita shades of something. And then God tells me, you are going to use shades of Tendo. And from there, he actually gave me a scripture, that is 1 Peter chapter 1, verse 9. I actually quote it in many of my posts. And it says, I can't quote it the way it is, but out of your faith, whatever you believe for will be birthed. So that is how I get shades of Tendo. So that's how shades of Tendo comes to line.
Being birthed. Watandikira, because it's now like 5 years or 4 years?
5 years.
5 years, yes, and you have seen a lot. Or what took it kubanga you're moving mobile, you go to different places.
Exactly, okunyomebwa, because now you've been in a circle, bamanyi bilala, and then you're out there telling them, I can snatch that face, I can touch that face. So okukwesiga kubeera kutono. It took a lot of time building that trust in people that you know, and those that you don't know. Okubaka kasanti, I can do this. Chenina mumutwe gange, bringing out the art to that face of yours. Then chidala is the pricing. Babeda, anyone thinks they can give you any amount that they think, not the one. Exactly. 5 okola. Kale kasanvu. Oh God. But I thank God that was all a training ground. With that you are building clientele. In that, but who can never work, the work right now you are producing is not the same work you used to produce. Yes, so bali batufu because nalina katandika, and challenges is moving on that trend. So in 2021, by the time I started, waliwo makeup trends. Cutting as a sizibanyo zigwambugwa ekisige oluso okubya kinene. It was a whole new process, but I trusted the process.
Wow. You trusted.
Exactly. I stood still and knew God was in this. Exactly.
You know, I'm looking at you and I'm like, okay, this is very inspiring. Tend. Otuuka first year, second year, third year. Okubanga okola business ne ya makeup yakuyamba ekyanga a student.
As a student, yanyamba nti most of the time you could not, because as a student obera wetaga bingi as a girl child also akagoye okegombye or maybe there are things that you want, so at times I could not stress mommy and daddy bakulabula bingo kikoze tenda akagoye wakajiwa nti a bride I worked on last week did all this, so chanyamba and also with the siblings that I have obere okati bakulaba okuze like tendo tusabaye ku pocket money. You don't speak to anyone, you just send them. So the big sister roles started from there, and it really helped.
Bridal ogwa soko kolera ddala. How was that experience?
Oh God! Angel Sebaka. I was alert.
Ate pricing. Ate onjagala kumanya chimu.
Ka pricing is ja. But that time I didn't care about the pricing. Ngamfachim, because the trust had to be built. Kati I used to get brides nga oyogera bulungi naye, and then some days to that day they don't pick up, literally oba bafunye omulala. So for this one bride yava ku church, and I thank the church so much. My church has been a fishing ground for my clients. Era ne bride wange yasoka yava ku church. Kati now they had a wedding. Nezija ne mugamba manyi I will do your makeup. Akasente kali tekasanjusa, but I gave it all. I gave it all. I didn't know how maybe a bride should look, but I had this confidence in me. You look good. Mama just trust me. So that is what I had. But she looked very beautiful. The fear was there. Anxiety. I was with her the whole day. I just made sure she's okay. And I just want to thank my beautiful bride, Kuanga. She trusted me. She actually didn't know she was my first bride. Up to when I worked on her name, and I watched Mani Guasose. And she's like, Bambi, Tendo, thank you so much. And it was a beautiful moment. It was a turning point for Shades of Tendo, because there were those bookings that they used to make, and then maybe they don't fulfill. But for this one, I prayed for it, I fasted for it, and God brought it to pass. Yes, exactly. And from that time, I've never looked back.
Oh my God.
Yes, and from that time, pricing, yes, from that time.
So, Tendo, what time how your pricing was, what are some of the things why you got along the way? Because some products are really expensive.
They are expensive.
And then how you decided to have a standard pricing?
Now, like I told you, my very first bride, Yarimbaga. Now, I worked on 300,000, both the hair and makeup, entrage number, enviri ne makeup, full day. Kumitwala asatu. With a grateful heart, because by then nali sinaba natandika kola enviri, because right now I do both hair and makeup. So it was a friend of mine, Kate's Glam. Kati gwe natandika kumitwala asatu ng'olina muwako nawe osigazeeko. Now about the products, kati nga bwe nkugamba nti twali twakatandika, and that was like in my second year that is when I got my bride. Nga products, I didn't have enough product knowledge, because okwiga tekuggwayo, but at least I know I have some. But back then nga toyina good product knowledge, ogula anything that may be ogenze oli kyatunda, you just buy. And it was a learning experience to omanya on a foundation takoze bulungi, takute bulungi, it's not full coverage, it has not worked full day, maybe atukana breaking more a bit. So ebyo byonna nti nali simanyi ne affordability. Otuuka nga ka powder kamu ka mitwalo 8, and back then you could not afford that, because you did get clients worth that. Yes, kati the more when neeyongera mu business you songa you olabanga oteekamu products nyingi because I will say most of our capital as makeup artists, as professional makeup artists and bridal stylists, it's the products. Kati otuukanga olaba products yotaddemu ogenda olaba ka spray kooguze ka mitwalo 10 and then someone is telling you nsaba onkoleko makeup omutwalo.
And you're looking at them like, please.
Mu bulungi, my sister.
I
beg, not that. But of course, in a way, you just make them feel good. No banyonyaga kale ogenda kwongerako kokka sente because nange mbeera siyitawo, provided it's business and you need to get out that money that you have put in there. So right now the product knowledge weri or the question that you had asked a year, how did I come up with a fixed price now? Nti natuula nembala right now kati engeri gye tulina ne studio. So as a business person otuula ne weebalabala business accounting. Exactly. So you account your books properly. Nogamba nti ku zino ssente tubeera tukozeeko transport, accommodation, the team that you work with, then really make up those things that you buy and also rent na biki. That is how I came up with a fixed price. No manya nti bwe mbeera nzise wa kino mbeera neenyigiriza nnyo mbeera sijjeeyo. So if customer abeera akkiriza this amount, then we are good to go. The business is happy. Yeah, exactly.
Here you are after 4 years otambudde mukama n'agamba kankuwe ekifo.
Exactly.
Tubuulire olugendo.
That is a whole new Oh wow. The beginning of 2024 I didn't know I could have a studio, but I was praying for it. I didn't know. I didn't even imagine. Naye nga Bible wegamba nti akivuunika. N'akivuunika. Okutuuka nga kikutuuseeko. I don't know how those finances came in, but I just thank God for the Holy Spirit that He gave us. Nga bagamba nti atuwa omwoyo mutukuvu ow'amagezi otulungamya. Now within that process, He's a God of seasons and times. There is a way He was preparing me. Nti ng'okola but you are driven. Naye nkoze, let me buy ekitaala. Nkoze, let me buy this beautiful kit. Nkoze. Yes, exactly. So it's like you're looking at something but you don't know where exactly you're going. But you are going. Kati nkoze, let me buy my first bridal wig. So tugenda okutuuka mu June, because that is when I opened up. It was 1st June 2024. Shades of Tendo Makeup Studio was open. Tugendo tukao nga Angel, I have everything. I have everything that was required, and see how God uses one of the beautiful makeup artists to gift me a table, a makeup table. It is a very beautiful table. Now this all showed me, I was connecting through the dots ngandabira ddala mukama yali am preparing. Yes, and towards that nga mu magezi gaffe oga mukama, but I really need to start naye ng'olaba toyina w'otandikira. So in a way God was talking to me, be still and know that I am God. Be still and know that I am God. And when that time, yes, because I remember looking for places within one day, Ntinda, and then bagamba rent nongamba oba tubireke oyo sijja musobola. But when the time was right, oh my God, He brought up that studio beautifully. And He just made sure I had experience. See how I get a job nga maliriza campus, tumaliriza graduation ewedde, then I get a job working in a makeup studio. And then nga ngenda makeup studio, I always tell this story to my friends. Yangamba, Tendo, you're there for 2 months.
God told you.
Exactly.
You're there for 2 months.
You are there for 2 months. In my head, I'm like, check a needle. This says, I think I'll be here forever, or maybe. It was a beautiful place. My boss was very beautiful. I didn't want to leave, but he told me, you're here for 2 months. And after that 2 months, things started going west, east. And now, in a way, the word came back to me, you're here for 2 months. But he still told me, obadde wano for you to gain experience, and I am glad I was there, because now there are things you see in the studio and like, maybe you've gone 2 days without a client, like, that is normal now. Yes, exactly. He was building up all this in me. And before I started, he told me, Tendo, money you are going to get from the studio, from the makeup fraternity and everything, but this is also a ministry. So it was a ministry. He introduced me to nga simanyi birimu, but he was able to teach me even up to now.
God births the business, nakuwa n'erinnya, nakufunira n'ekifo, nakulaga even the direction of your life, and he also gives you a mandate. The business ministry.
He tells me it's a ministry. And he told me mostly for your brides.
Wow. Now that is something powerful.
Exactly. Angel, I will pray for my bride. I will fast for my bride. I will know what went wrong where, because in the praying, because that is when God opens up, yes, everything. So omanya, before you even reach to a bride, nomukubira kusimu nomugamba tofaayo. N'ekyo kijja kuggwa. Exactly. So it is beyond the money that we make out of it. I personally, as Shades of Tender, and the whole team knows, it is beyond that. It is beyond making this person beautiful. And God was teaching me, I think, some time back. He told me, do you know why I say, and my face will shine?
He'll make his face shine.
Yes, shine upon you. When he says shining upon you, your face will shine, his face will shine upon you. Tebajja gamba nti, Tendo, your knee is shining bright, or maybe your feet is. No, it's the face.
Yes.
Now he told me, oli mukwata ku bwenyi bw'abantu. So the atmosphere that is in the place, everything that is in the place, you have to take God as Shades of Tendo. You command the atmosphere. It should be a peaceful atmosphere for the bride. It should be very a calm environment for the bride, and they know. They testify. It's always a beautiful experience with them.
Tendo, you get that moment. You can take 2 days but of your client. Was there at one time an experience that ever happened, a clash between you and a client, or maybe in terms of payment, yakusasulako kitundu, oba agenza okufuluma atuuse mu kidaala enkuba neeyiika, makeup nayiika, something like that?
Yes, I've had one experience of those. Makeup wa Shades of Tendo tayiika. Tayiika, enkuba ne bw'ebeera etonye.
Yes.
It was one experience I had with a bride. Tumaliriza, tukoze, and then they don't pay you the balance.
Oh dear.
And then you're very far. Munda eyo. Mukono munda. I won't say the bride's name. I love my brides very much. But omaliriza, and then they're like, kati naye nange sente sizirina. But you're like, my dear bride, twatiisa. Nagenda tukanongerera ne sente zompaddeko. Because someone had recommended me to them. So most of the time I work okutandikako nga okomitinze, and then I don't want to put in that clash of sasula balance wange nga sinaba, because I also want you to finish paying for what you have seen. Most if you're a first time client, olabe. But after that, sigenda kuwa, it was a whole new thing. But I'm like, kanzire waka. But finally, with time, Bambi, she paid up the money. Ngabwe nkugamba, it is beyond the money and all that. I'm like, maybe na it obekisani na chiji obanchi take a business. I'm like, mukama oba na ye talina. Na ye kale omugabirire yafune sente. Yes, exactly. But it was after some time, no mukubira no mugamba naye mugole chiri chitya. Of course, I know there is anxiety with the brides and all, but the response, nainango chimanyi, sirina like mukwano tofaayo akasente kojja kafuna but she paid even after some time ng'olwo abireesemu n'entondo n'okunyiiga but this is still business. You counted on the money olina okuggyako rent you give tithe kati I'm like God kati ate tithe gwe ngenda okuwa ate omugole amulemedde but nga bwe nkugamba ebyo nanga biddayo ku maviivi ng'omugamba Mukama nobody has to pay the money and she paid the money. Yeah.
Social media chikozesa otya kubanga wezimba?
Social media has been a very beautiful platform. I personally am lazy with posting.
You're lazy?
I am lazy. I am lazy. But brides bang batera okungamba teno nze katonda bakumposting. I'm like ndi mfuba. But it has been a whole new platform. Nti obere and then someone calls you, Tendo, I saw your work on TikTok, I saw your work on Facebook, and I really see your work is beautiful. So I have gained clients from social media.
Wow.
Yes. Era nga nyongera okugamba the small business owners, please, every time, post that work. Post your work, talk about your work, post on those statuses. You are being seen. Eventually, they might not. May have had people go back to mikwano jabwe. They have your number from the time I started makeup now for like 5 years, and then okukuwagira they will come in the 5th year. We have been seeing your work, we've been seeing your posts, and finally they pay off. Most of the time, Jenegamba when I'm on TikTok because you get moving it could trend, so you're like there kachaka tambula. Zilagos hairline zize, you're like no, I have to. So every time I'm in there and then nga mubadde ko nyonga ndaba. In my head I'm like, but I'm watching someone who sells content.
Yes.
Let me go create mine.
Yes.
Ekyo kyokka ngambayo ngamba at least let me post 1 video or 2 videos per day. So it really pays off.
Ekitegeeza knowing what's on the trend
yes.
Otherwise you'll be left behind, the customer inachayagala.
Exactly, you'll be left behind, and ajagende walala, and remember clients bagala where they feel loved, where they feel appreciated, where they yes, kati we are working with beauty. Ebo mukola kona face neta jaga ateka akati okitegeera, so we have to keep up with the trend. I have never had such a client. Really? I bless the name of the Lord because what I do, it's a conversational session with a client. Yes, exactly. Yes. So, Mama, do you like the eyebrow? No, make it a little bigger or smaller, something like so. Chechinyambe. I've never had one nagamba bijeko. Oh, I would cry.
Wow. And totally the call. How do you prepare for your events? Na bridals, nga tetunabagenda mu bibuuzo ebingirawo.
Nga tetunaba, sorry, nga sinabagenda on ku my bridal sessions mostly, like you have asked.
Apart from the praying, there's that. Do you arrive 2 hours before, an hour before?
Yes, there is that. Now, kati abagole, most of the time tugenda gye bali unless they are studio brides. Waliwo okwanjula, waliwo embaga, and maybe kuchala. Now, according to these functions, wabeerawo some kind of pressure that comes with it. So most of them, we sleep around the bride, or we sleep with the bride. If there is room, because for the weddings we sleep in hotels with them, so that bamanya, because hotels with weddings we start as early as 3 a.m. So nitutandika for the introductions nti wabeera within Kampala, I be there. I be there like an hour before. Traffic jam na bichi wabeera tagize nnyo, that those are like 30 minutes before I give you time to prepare. Then for introductions wezibeera out of Kampala, I go get a hotel room next to you. Nga bwe nkugambye nti some brides, yes, nti kyenkugambye nti kasente kaffe kubeerako accommodation, transport, everything. Yes.
Okay. So kwate package yaffe.
Tukwate kit.
Okay, the kit. Sorry, the kit. May I call it a package?
It's okay.
Okay, here we are, Tendo.
Yes.
Olia Gamba Onabuza. I want to know how your campus days were balancing school and your makeup business.
Oh, now that it was, I used to start the evening. There were evening sessions. Kakati nga client wabere omufunye omakinga sure omupushinga ko mga munange my free time here. Why don't we do midday? Kale, so mukama yanyama nti most of the time baberanga between that time before I go to campus.
Yes.
But there is this one moment. We were into tests. I had 2 graduation clients. Abobolaba na violate. So I arrived at school 10 minutes to the paper. Ngangenze kola kasede. That time I even didn't tell mommy or daddy. I had read. Nari nsomye regular, but you know that whole thing like again to say it. But I thank God TH for wali kumpimpi ne campus. Yes, so that is the only time I remember when nari ngenda okubeera engaged with both the work and the campus. Yes, but it was a beautiful experience in that kati nti ne nari nga nfunye abagole baberanga mostly there Saturdays and maybe Sundays. Those Sundays katinga Saturday and Sunday sisoma. Yes, so I chose evening weekly sessions.
Okay, let us go to the next here. Thank you, Tendo. Your story is amazing.
We thank God.
Onabuza Gamba, how long does it take to learn makeup?
With you getting the skill, it takes a month. I should say a month. Yes, the skill ngabonagama. Yes, exactly. Kati oyize which foundation goes on who, what, where. But makeup is about practice. I testify until my work 2 years ago is not the same work today. Or my work 1 week ago is not as the same work I will do today. Kakati, you just keep on practicing so that nemikono gino gimanyira nti mulimu gwa mutwe, but still the hands have to be hands-on. Yes, exactly. So that you get used with the tones and all. So learning might take you some little time, but if you just get the learning, the skill, and sit on it, exactly that is what you produce.
Okay, Tendo, let's actually the last question. This one says, I love the lady. She's very courageous and her story is very powerful. Okay. Nze njagala kutegeera wa wasangibwa.
Oh, our location is Chato Complex.
Chato.
Yes, Chato Complex is opposite Watoto Church in town, this side of Equatorio. Waliwo akazimba akapya kuliko nedduuka lya bata. So it's Chato Complex, B512. We mutusanga.
Okay. Ate tunagenda tunatera okumaliza naye sokumpulireko each of those as you pull out one by one. It could be just 5 items. What they do, you know. Manya abami bayinza okulaba ne bakola ne make what's all that?
Exactly. I will start with this beautiful spray. And a spray, it does magic. Now it is a finishing spray, a finishing holding tije tusemberayo ddala. That is why our makeup tajja kukulukuta, tajja kuvaako. We will do only touch-ups. And that is why most of the time ojafuna client nakubookinga one touch nti ojja mukolako lumu, but they will testify. Tendo, my makeup stayed for the whole day. So it's a beautiful product. We have foundation. Foundation kagenda kagwam, but it's beautiful foundation. It's full coverage. Full coverage kitegeeza nti nja kukuba makeup ono and then it will be skin like. It will be skin like. The rashes ziyinza okusigala nga zirabika because of the skin texture and all that, but nja mukuba and your skin will be even. provided
the makeup will,
yes, exactly. Nti at times to wear ne sunburns or what you a certain back that you want to
cover.
yes to cover. So this will provide nti ejja kubika kyonna yet seamless and beautiful. Our next this is also nti foundations are zirimu skin shade nti this will do. So ziberam different kinds, but for today I've only carried this. We have our powder. This is the compact powder MAC. Naye mulungi nnyo nti ng'omaze oteeka ku foundation kaffe tumaliriza ne ka powder so that tetusigala nga it is shiny.
Yes.
Yes, exactly. We have what else? We have this moisturizer. Our skins are very funny. Now, this takes me back to we have different types of skins. Twina dry skins, twina oily skins, twina sweaty skins. So a moisturizer helps our makeup sit and creating that dew kind of makeup. Nti makeup alimebera konga mukakanyavu, but you are just there in your natural, beautiful natural state. So no gwe tusookako nga tetunateekako ka foundation kaffe ne primer. I wish I carried a primer. Okay, I will. Bingy. I will go with the.
I think that will be our last.
This. Okay. What else? What else? We have the lipsticks. Let me come with the lipsticks. And these are the lipsticks. We carried the nude ones because they nina kumuma. So the nudes are those ones that create that kind of look. I don't want to shout. I want to be natural. Neutral. Then ono concealer to muteka ku under eye or the T-zone to create those bright under eyes to define the face more. Nebisigadde. What else? What else? What
Tender
else?
with makeup.
Ledo, Mbalina. We have mascara. I think everyone knows this one. Brushing our lashes. We have cotton swabs. Now these ones help with my brides that cry and are very emotional. Because we are done with the makeup and then katambala, so we trap the tears in there, or maybe obujonjo babuyita batya mu luzungu obwo nabo tubujjawo
white balls
obujonjo nabo tubujjawo with this because we cannot use maybe fingers or what, so to create the luxury kind of
5 years of experience.
5 years of experience.
You know, we are drawing to the close of our show.
Oh.
Tendo when you got okumaliriza otya amagezi kigotuwa abali agadde otandika business owners also in other different areas, and then shout outs to Mwami Lukwabo.
Okay, now akatale keka, it is one thing I always tell business owners, nga kye nayogedde edda, don't stop putting your work out there. Please don't stop. Bali mu kulaba, and one time it will pay off. Chidala, my beautiful business owners, don't eat that tithe. Bambi tolya kimu kya kkumi ekyo. Don't eat that tithe. When the Bible says we munaawa ebimu eby'ekkumi nja kuba omuli, it is what it means. It is exactly what it means. Bambi tokirya, however small or big. Katonda abeera alina omugabo mu mirimu gyo. Ezo zibeera sente za Mukama, zijje mu zizo. Zijjeemu, and you will see God prosper that business.
Just a quick one, Tendo. Tithe in business is ojijirako wa?
Tithe mu business ojijjako nga omaze okujjako your expenses. Now, for those that maybe don't, but I know everyone has expenses. Maybe oguze those, I'll talk with the makeup fraternity. Oguze those products, maybe going for a bride before you have that space, the transport you have used, obe mmere gy'olidde within that time. Nti obeera oziggyeko kati amagoba goggyeko ng'omaze tugeze client akwadde emitwalo 8 okozesezzaako emitwalo 2 products and all that transport emitwalo 6 ezo kojja emitwalo 6 n'ogiwa Katonda because now you have the rest of 54,000 okitege sorry
540.
yes 540,000 nti emitwalo 6 ejo gyojjako n'ogimuwa now for those that are business owners and all that nojjako rent nojjako and all that ebisigadde so the money you consider as the
My
profit
profit.
money exactly ezo zojjako
Wow,
yes.
tubali tukomyeko business typing, I don't know, oba wakasembayo.
Akasembayo is Mbadde, I thought you were saying
the advice.
yes, the advice. The other advice is please treat every client like they are the last client, I should say. Treat them the way you would like to be treated because or your client yagenda okukuwa omulala, it's a business of recommendation, of referrals. So bambi bayise bulungi. Now shout outs to my father Mwami Lukwago nga nkwagala nnyo Muzeeyi Kimera Mami Tewo Faith Mama I love you so much my beautiful brides bannange nze ndibeera we mutali. Thank you so much for supporting Shades of Tendo, my beautiful clients. Mwebale nnyo, mwebalire ddala. And thank you so much, Promise TV. Thank you so much. I know. It has been a beautiful opportunity and I thank God for that. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you, Tetendo. This has been a very great, rich conversation.
We bless God.
You get the many experiences can never be bought.
Yeah.
And you cannot buy experiences. You have to make sure you stay focused and what information abantu bagala 5 steps of how to get out of this. They want when atuuka kino kyatuukawo and this is what people learn at the end of the day. So twagala kubanga tukwebaza and say thank you.
You're
for
welcome.
our invite.
Thank you too.
And then here we are on a Thursday that looks like a Friday.
I know, why?
Banaga abantu abatulaba asubire muyize bingi and you know Tendo has spoken about quite a number of things, teaching, growing, learning and making sure that oyiga you as a person at the end of the day until from what you're doing you don't repeat those mistakes. Are you typing? Tendo kyatubuuziza. Are you posting your work? I mean, people watching you, so in case you're starting up or you've been in this venture, keep going and believing that you have learned more. Or in case an interview go on YouTube at Promise TV UG and also other social media handles, X, Instagram, TikTok. Make sure you're following us. Tukuleetera wano ebiwooma, ebinyusi, kwegamba memorable stuff. But well, right about now, I want to send big shout outs to you, Uncle Mark, for making sure this show is a success.
Yes.
Omulabanga fana bichuka here that shot. Yes. Listen to DPO always making sure that everything is in check. I love you guys and I want to say bye-bye for today. We'll be back tomorrow. And well, coming up is the kindergarten.